Hi guys, and welcome to another video where I will be covering everything regarding match types on Amazon PPC. So this video will guide you through each and every match type available and every possible use case scenario for every match type available. So let's start with the most obvious one. So it's exact match. Exact match, by the way, isn't what it used to be in the past, but still it's pretty useful. On the left, for all the examples, you will see keywords and respective match types and which kind of search terms can be generated from these different or same keywords. And then on the column D, you will see some of the use cases for each of the match types I will be explaining. So stay tuned. Puppy in exact match, it can be attributed to the same keyword puppy, but please note that it can also be attributed to the plural type of the keyword, so puppy and puppies. And that's all good. So puppy color can be puppy color and puppy colors. Treat puppy can be treat puppy, but also treat puppy can be treat for puppy, which sometimes can create some difficulties. If you don't use single keyword in a exact match campaign, but maybe 10 of them or maybe even 20 of them, that can actually make the situation for you that you're not bidding on 20 keywords, but you're bidding on 40 keywords, because even the exact match are generating different kind of search terms. So if you add plurals to that, and these variations that last year Amazon added, like treat puppy can be treat for puppy or treat for puppies, then it can also generate some issues for you that you're maybe spending amounts of dollars on some keywords that you're not willing to pay that much. Exact match typically is used in a product launch as a type of campaign that I would always suggest that you run during the product launch, because you want to signal the Amazon algorithm which kind of keywords are describing your product the best. Now that's a whole different topic on how to choose the product launch keywords, and I covered that in my previous videos. But also this exact match can be used in ranking campaigns, most likely single keyword campaigns. So single campaign, single ad group, single keyword inside an exact match to hit some ranking, organic ranks that you want to aim for. Then also re-ranking after maybe a stock out. Then it's very useful for long tail high bid keywords and long tail low bid. These two, for example, if you want to cover long tail keywords, long tails are considered, for example, this could be a long tail keyword, so consisted of 4 or more words in a single keyword. So puppy collar for big dogs, if that's highly relevant keyword for you, then you can bid really high for that keyword, have maybe 5 keywords per campaign or even single keyword campaigns, and cover your most important keywords with exact match. The other thing that you can do, let's fix this long. The other thing that you can do is that maybe you want to target them if they're not that of a big volume of these keywords, for example, don't have a big search volume. You can maybe target them with low bid and just hit that auction with a low bid and just aim for ultimate profitability on these. Furthermore, let's go to the phrase match. So phrase match, pay attention that this is only a single word as a keyword, puppy, and in phrase match it can generate multiple different search terms. So it can be puppy food, it can be vaccines for puppy. So the logic behind puppy in a phrase match is giving you everything that you defined with additional words before that or after that. So that's why this can be puppy food, or it can be vaccines for puppy, I love my puppy, or puppy is wet, or my puppy is sick. So it can go crazy, really, especially when used as a single word. Now I put that as an example just to be careful whenever you put a single word as a keyword in any match type. That can be an issue. So I usually tend to do at least 2 words, so you get something meaningful out of that, unless it's some heavy research campaign type in question. Phrase match campaigns can be, as mentioned, that can be used for research campaigns. They're pretty good as a defensive as a branded defensive keywords. Match types, because imagine that you're Nike and you just put a Nike in sponsored products and put it in a phrase match that will cover every possible variation of Nike inside that word. So Nike running shoes, Nike whatever shoes, and you will cover all of your search terms with one single word inside. So it's good for defensive, because very often I see cases where brands have a lot of their exact match keywords used with a brand name, thinking that they covered most of their, if not all of their possible variation of keywords, including the brand name. But still, competitors, that's what they do. They dig and dig until they find something that we missed. So using phrase match with the branded keyword can really save you a ton of money. Of course, you need to do your part on organizing, structuring, and bidding. But that's another topic about bidding, which I also covered on our previous calls. So also, phrase match is good for precise targeting when used with a multiple words as a keyword. So, for example, if you wanna target puppy organic food as a phrase match, then you will only be targeting search terms with puppy organic food plus something as a keyword. So that's really high relevant, and you can really gather pretty interesting long tail keywords, highly relevant with a high buying intent, with using phrase matching with several long tail keywords. Now we're coming to the broad, which sometimes can be really painful, and sometimes it's a gold mine. First, let's cover the variations. So puppy collar in broad match can be puppy collar for big dogs. So in broad match, in general, you don't need to have the exact same keywords used. The point of the keyword can be triggered as a search term. Also, the order of the words doesn't matter at all. So puppy collar can be puppy collar for big dogs, or as in this puppy collar, so it can be small puppy collar, or puppy can be small puppy collar. Puppy in broad can be little dog, puppy can be baby dog, puppy in broad can be puppy food on sale, and thousands, if not tens of thousands of combinations. So broad match as a single word is a big no-no unless you know what you're doing and you have a system to eliminate waste and additional stress on your PPC manager. So these broad campaigns can be useful for research. They can be used for casting a wide net on many different variations of what you're selling, and kind of try to catch every possible traffic out there. But again, that should probably be used with a very low bid and maybe small increments, like a cent or two over the period of time. I don't know, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, depending on the search volume and the amount of clicks that you're gathering. But it's also good for window shoppers categories. Like good example is jewelry. Good example is clothing, and that sort of subcategories where people can really browse a ton of things, click hundreds of times before they choose the right fit for their needs, or the good design that's best for them, for their taste. So it's also good for that one, because you can never ever, with any keyword research tool out there, cover everything that's happening in somebody's head. Like, what is it that they search in jewelry or specific sweater or jeans or whatever. So that can be also pretty useful. Broad match, I want to mention that it can be really profitable, because many advertising managers many brand owners are scared of it, with a reason, because they generate huge amounts of single click waste. Like you have 12 impressions, one click, and if it's a $1 or $1.50 of with a CPC that high, so easily you can accumulate a huge amount of ad waste. But also on the other hand, you gather a lot of different search terms and get really profitable sales for that portion that actually made a sale. So it's really crucial to think through what you're planning to accomplish and then use all of these match types wisely. So each of them has their own strengths and weaknesses. So use them carefully. Also, I wanted to mention that it's very important that you test every match type for your product. That's crucial because very often it can happen that majority of your competitors are focusing on 2 out of these 3, and there can be really a great opportunity for you to land really valuable and low ACOS sales on those. So test. It's not that like exact works for everybody or phrase. You really need to test which one is the best for your category, your subcategory. So that's a big takeaway for this. For those of you who are still watching this long video, that's a takeaway. So pay attention and test each one of them. Let me know if you have any further questions in the comments. I'll be glad to answer every single one of them. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye.